Hey, what's up? Chapter number 4. I am El DJ Malo. If you've been following me, man, I'm just giving you my historia about what happened and how I got to where I'm at right now and why it took so motherfucking long, you know. And so, chapter 4 here. Now, chapter 3, I was telling you guys about all the bullshit I'd done as a gangbanger, and it was just not worth it. And so, I finally decided I'm gonna get my ass, I didn't decide it, they decided it for me. And basically what happened was I stopped going to the hood. You can't do that. You can't stop going to the hood. You gotta go to the hood, contribute, you gotta hang out, bro. You gotta put in your time, you gotta pay your dues, respect, you gotta hang out. So, you know, for me, the music thing, you know, I beat this motherfucker's ass. Well, he'll tell you differently, but I beat his ass to me. And you know what? I got what I needed out of the gang. I wanted out. I stopped going. That was it. Well, one day we were at hanging out. Him and I. He started hanging out. He started avoiding it. As a matter of fact, he had moved to Florida already, but he happened to be in town. And look, we were in another hood, and they were there with us. And all of a sudden, we were in a casino, and these two guys came up and said, "Hey, what's up, Wallo? You need to come and follow us." And like, oh shit, they were dudes from our gang, and they wanted us to follow them out into a car. Now, I'm scared as fuck because they got pistols on them, of course. I'm not gonna run. There's no reason to run. They're gonna catch me wherever, anytime they're looking for me. They know where I live. So I get in the car. We both get in the car. Now all of a sudden, we go from one of the sections of the gangs that we were from. They stop and they go get people, and then they go to another section, and we're in the car scared as fuck, like, oh no, what the fuck's going on? What are they gonna do? And so long story short, man, they took Sammy and I to the hood, and they beat the shit out of us, man. I got the biggest ass whooping I ever got. I have scars on my head from that day. I get nightmares still from that shit, man. PTSD, as they call it. Yes, sir. There was 16 motherfuckers on him. Maybe 16 motherfuckers on me. And just fucking bats, hits, bricks, stones, bottles. My face was busted up. Man, I was screaming for my mama. I don't know why, but I was screaming, "Mama!" I'll never forget that, man. And some lady started screaming because she saw they were really fucking us up pretty good. And she was telling them to leave us alone, leave us alone. They didn't give a fuck. They just kept on kicking and punching and screaming, dragging. And man, finally, as they started to walk off, I got up and I just started limping and walking towards the wrong neighborhood. I mean it. I started walking towards the wrong neighborhood. I was so dazed and beat the fuck up. I didn't know where the fuck I was walking. And when I realized I lived this way, I went that way into the wrong neighborhood, all beat up, bleeding, broken up. Motherfuckers looked at me like, what the fuck? And they didn't know who I was, and they knew something was wrong. And thank God they didn't fucking kill me, man, because, you know, they could have. You know, just got my V out. So it was crazy, and thank God that, you know, I end up finding my way back home, man. And that was it for the gang. I was so happy. That was the best ass whooping that I had ever got in my life. And I got a lot of ass whoopings. That was the best ass whooping I ever got in my life. And it really gave me my freedom as a person. And I'll tell you, man, it's no fun. You know, being part of organized crime, an organized gang in Chicago, there's a lot of shit that I did I'm not happy and I'm proud of, and you're never gonna find out, and I will never tell anyone. But it's some fucked up shit, you know, and to think that shit's okay and realize that, man, what the fuck was I thinking? I could be in prison right now 20, 30, 40, 60 years, man. And so I'm here, and we'll talk about that shit at other times and shit, but right now I'm happy to say, you know, that was my story, my running, and me getting out my V out of the gang that I was in, which allowed me to get back and focus on the music, which was really my heart and soul, and I really wanted to do that more than ever, man. And so, you know, sometimes you got to take an ass whooping, as they say, and I took mine.